Hi Collective, I'm Sophia with Sacred Wisdom Oracle and I'm back for another reading. Okay, so I hope everyone's doing well this fine Sunday afternoon. I was just doing a nice cleanse of the space and the cards, and I got some messages here some messages as I was shuffling and meditating over the cards, okay? So somebody may be dealing with okay, so you may be dealing with a karmic relationship here. This could be somebody that you may not be able to set boundaries with. I'm getting that when maybe you try to set boundaries with this karmic, it's actually came out as a female, toxic female. It may be that this person just will not allow you to set boundaries in whatever way that means for your situation. Okay, and you may be being asked at this time, and we're going to get into the cards to find out more information, but you may be being asked to release this toxic karmic feminine. Now I'm not here to tell you what to do, okay? That is something that you have to decide for yourself and for your life. Hold on a second here. But anyway, so this could be a family member, a close friend, or a partner. And you may be being asked to be honest with yourself at this time about this situation and this relationship, okay? You may be seeing many signs of toxicity within this relationship, okay? And this person may not be who they portray themselves to actually be, okay? So, and you may confront this person and try to set boundaries with them, and they may actually like try to shift, I don't want to use the term shape shift, but shift around things. Like, for instance, if you bring up something and you're trying to set a boundary because they've overstepped some boundary of yours, and you mention to them, hey, well, this is what's going on for me and blah, 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 right? And they may be like, oh, no, you're just confused, or, oh, I didn't do that, or you just misinterpreted what I said, or it's always a way to shift the blame back onto you. And so that may be a situation that you're dealing with, okay? And so you may be, at this time, you may be being asked to release this karmic, toxic female, if not forever, but just maybe for a time being, in order to like set boundaries and make sure that this person is aware that, but I'm not wanting you to confront anybody, because this is a type of karmic toxicity that is not able to be confronted. Again, they'll just shift around the things that you're saying, and even with the kindest words and the nicest way to put things, people can always tend to draw off negative things from what you may be saying or what we say. So just keep that in mind, and you may be feeling like it's not worth it to even try to confront this person, because no matter how kind you may be when you do try to bring up these issues, it doesn't matter. It always ends up landing back on you as like if you're the bad one, or they hang up on you when you're talking to them on the phone, or you could be video chatting with them and they may just like just all of a sudden be gone. And then when you ask them about that, they could say, well, I didn't hang up on you, we got disconnected, or like there's just absolute 100% failure to accept any responsibility for anything, okay? So this may be somebody that you're dealing with at this time, And, you know, we are in Mercury retrograde right now, so there are a tendency to have communication issues. There can be electronic issues, and we're just right smack dab in the middle of it. So keep that in mind, that, you know, no matter what you may say and how nice you may come across, it may not. This person has a lot of shadow work to do before they're actually going to understand you, okay? And they may have overstepped so many boundaries with you that you're at the point now where you can't take it anymore. You just can't take it anymore, and you just don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to deal with the toxicity that this friend, family, partner brings, okay? You may find yourself being happier being alone than you are when you're with this person. And you may even feel like this person wants to, like if you're not doing anything, they might call you and be like, what are you doing? And you're like, well, nothing, I'm just watching a movie, or I'm whatever, right? And they may be like, well, let's hang out. And you find yourself not wanting to be around this person at all because of the toxicity that they have like brewing at their core. And you have realized a long time ago that this person needs to work on their shadow work, their inner child, their family of origin issues. And you may have already done this work or done most of this work, and you're realizing because you've done this work that you are you're wanting to move away from anybody, person, place, things that are toxic. And that's a way of taking care of yourself and honoring the work that you have done and what you deserve. Okay? So I also just want to make a quick disclaimer before we get into the cards that my channel is for entertainment and informational purposes only, okay? And so any advice that I give is not a substitute for professional advice. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a counselor, attorney, medical professional, or financial advisor, okay? So, and for any of those concerns, please do reach out to a professional, okay? My content is for people 18 years and older, and so and remember, when you watch tarot, you need to use your own discernment, okay? You're responsible for your own decisions. Okay, so let's just say a prayer really quickly before I get into the cards. Divine Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance, with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter this space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. Okay, we're going to start by getting some overall energy here. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, let's get some overall energy to start this reading for the collective here. Is there anything else that the collective needs to know in regards to what we were discussing? Okay, so we have the first card out is fated to be alone. You gave up on love because you think you are meant to be alone. It's not true. So I'm getting from this card that given what we were just speaking about, you are not going to be alone, no matter what. If this is somebody that you're being asked to set boundaries with at this time, you are not fated to be alone. And you don't need to give up on love just because you're unable to have a non-toxic conversation with a certain somebody, whether this is friend, family, partner. You're just not compatible. Okay, and we've got procrastinate. So procrastinate says don't make someone wait around too long. They may give up on you. So this may apply here, but this may be directed towards this toxic person. And we have not compatible. So you are just, you know, maybe it's time for you to not procrastinate on setting boundaries with this individual because you're just not compatible. And you're not fated to be alone. You will be with somebody, but it's going to be very difficult to find that somebody you are supposed to be with when you are around or with somebody who's toxic. And my bet is if you were to meet somebody else and this toxic person was still part of your life, they wouldn't be accepting of it. They wouldn't just let you go and be like, okay, well, we're going to be friends. No. And then we have fear of loss on the bottom of the deck. So this could be that the reason they act toxic is because they are in fear of losing you. Okay? So let's get a couple more cards here. Excuses. So this could just be constant excuses here that you're getting from this person here. And you may have so many reasons as to why that this is not working out. And they may be coming up with many reasons as to why it can work. So it could just be you guys are just not compatible here. Can I get a couple more cards, please, Spirit? We have insecurities and feeling unloved. So you could actually be the one here that is wanting to make sure you're not fated to be alone. You may have some insecurities here, and you maybe feel unloved in this toxic relationship that you're in. But do not procrastinate with this, because you will draw in who you're meant to be with as long as you're doing the right things to take care of yourself and what you need and what you deserve. All right. Work on building your confidence up here with this insecurities card. So that way you can feel safe in a relationship and know that you deserve, you will know what you deserve, or you do know. You deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. So minus the toxicity. And one card that kept coming out in several of the decks that I was shuffling was toxicity. This has been a common theme for, I would say, the last week in my readings. This toxicity card just keeps popping out everywhere. Confirmation. Dust it off. Dust it off and get up again. No, it's okay, baby. There's nobody here. It's all right. She hears that the Ring camera go off, and she knows that it's somebody at the door. It's like, she's too smart. Okay, let's get some clarification for this fated to be alone. Moves in silence. So you could actually, what I'm getting is, you could actually be this person here who moves in silence. You may not be communicating with this person much, this toxic person, because you realize that it's not going anywhere. They could be looking you up, like online, like to see what you're doing. To try to get like info on you, like where are you going? What are you doing? What are you posting? Can I get another card here? Moves in silence. Happiness hater. So this person is just a happiness hater. So no matter what it is that you're doing, I'm getting that you're moving in silence here. And we've got Queen Rising on the bottom of the deck. Stepping into power, praised, coming up, spotlight. So I think also you're being asked to not change not change who you are. You know, maybe once a boundary is set here, you will feel comfortable maybe posting again, because I'm getting that maybe you haven't been posting much online in fear that this person is like semi-stalking you or stalking your socials. Okay, this person, we've got the card Forcer here. So this person could actually force their way in. Like, I'm not getting physically, I'm getting emotionally force their way in. Okay, and again, they will shapeshift around or shift around what it is that if you say, well, I need this, they'll say, okay, I won't do that, but then they'll do something else toxic. This person could be a grudge holder. Can I get another card, please, here? They could be abusing divination. You may know this about this person. They could be in your birth chart. They could be doing tarot, or we have thief, robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional. So this could leave you feeling depleted. This situation could leave you feeling depleted all the time. Doesn't have to be that they robbed you of something, but they are literally robbing you of your happiness. Oh, legal issues, court, judges, immigration, lawyers, etc. So this could have actually turned into some type of a legal issue. Can I get one more, please? Travel. So you could have traveled with this person and something could have happened. All right, let's move on to procrastinate, please, Spirit. We have creativity and looking you up. So again, this person could be looking you up, and this card says creativity, steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you. I'm getting energy vampire, but I'm also getting that this person could be looking up to see what you're doing so they can copy your work or steal your ideas. Like, let's say if you come up with a new business idea and you are implementing that in your daily life, they could be looking you up, trying to figure out what it is, and then like they will duplicate it. And then this is like heavy toxicity here. If somebody's doing this, this is absolutely sick, in my opinion. That anybody would do something like this. Like, I don't understand it, because I wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, they may have even come to you and been like, oh, look what I just did. And you're like, what? Like, you may be even at loss for words. Like, did they know I was working on the same thing? And because you move in silence and you're not telling people things, this person is like a happiness hater and stealing things from you. And this could have turned into something legal here. And this is the second card out. We've got thief, robbed, okay? And we've got steals your ideas, copies your work. And looking you up is now out. It was on the bottom of the deck. And then when on the bottom of the deck, now we have in their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. This could be your energy as well. Can I get some more information for this? So this could have been somebody you were in a romantic love affair with. This could be, this could even be like a secret person. Like, maybe you don't bring this person around people because they have a bad reputation. You may know this. And this is the inside scoop. So if you don't know now, you know. They have a bad reputation. They may always be up in your business too. Like, this could be somebody who feels like because they're like sleeping with you or dating you or whatever, that they have the right to be up in your socials, trying to get in your phone, trying to get in your computer. One of you guys could have money, and this could be why they are trying to get close to you. So they could even steal from you. This is sick. Getting evidence, photo proof. So you could be, there could be legal issues happening here, and you could actually be getting proof of this. You may have set up cameras in your home to catch this person, so you can get evidence for, say, an attorney. Let's clarify this. Not compatible. Not compatible, and now we have uninterested. So you may feel like this is, I'm really getting like, what's that movie where, is her name Glenn Close? I don't remember what her name is. She's an actor. It's like, I'll remember it. But this is like turning into a scary situation. Like scary. Like you may be like, this is crazy. So this person could also be making up stuff about you. Say because you're uninterested in them, they could be making shit up and lying. They never have the facts on you. As Queen Rising. They may be jealous of you, I'm also getting. And they could actually be trying to impersonate you. Like online is what I'm getting. Because they want to be you. They may be acting like you. They may be dressing like you. Now look, if this is a situation where somebody's just, you know, like something that you're wearing and they're like, oh my God, I love that. Like, you know, I want that or whatever. I promise I won't wear it when you're wearing it or whatever. That's like more of a flattery situation, right? And like you're inspiring somebody. But if somebody is like all of a sudden, like you look at them one day and they look like a mirror image of you, then that may be getting a little bit weird. Fatal Attraction is the movie that I knew I would think of it. So this is reminding me of a fatal attraction situation here, where maybe you were even dating somebody and you had dated this person maybe once or twice or something like that, and then you met somebody and you really liked that person and you moved on with your life to be with that person, and then now this the person that, this toxic person, you're like, this person's like showing up places and you're at dinner with your partner and all of a sudden they're showing up and you're like, and they're like, oh, hi. Like all of a sudden they show up and you're eating dinner with your partner and they're like standing there and they're like, oh, hi, I just noticed that you're here. How are you? Like, I'm so glad to see you. And the whole time they're like looking at you. They're like not looking at your partner. They're not saying hi to your partner. They're just being really effing weird. Okay? And they may be dressed like you on top of it. Ignoring, come through, Spirit. So they could be like ignoring the fact that you actually have somebody else that you're interested in or you're with, and they may have a real bad reputation for doing this stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get some clarification on this excuses. Fake flexing. They may be acting like okay, so you could be the one here with money. All right, you may or may not be. Or you may not even have a lot of money, but you just have more than what this person has, okay? And so they could be like trying to act like they have money, like they could be going on, you know, those sites where you can buy knockoffs and stuff like that, and you may have like a couple like nice things, like nice pairs of shoes, nice dresses, nice bags, whatever, and you just have a few. It's not like you go all out and you spend, you know, tens of thousands of dollars on a handbag. But this person might be like all of a sudden showing up and like, you know, be the knockoff version of you, and you may be able to see this. This person could also, you could be very spiritual, and this person could be pretending to be spiritual, but at the same time, they put that in the wrong category here. They could be hating on your spirituality, so that you could know that this person isn't spiritual, right? And you could be very spiritual, and they could actually be like hating on your spiritual techniques, the things that you use to create abundance and manifest abundance in your life. And they could be like, that stuff doesn't work, or you know how silly you look for doing this or saying that or whatever, right? So they could be like hating on your light because your light irritates their demons, all right? So, and you know this, like you have enough experience to know. We have dirty offer. Wonder what that means. Then we have obsessive lover on the bottom of the deck, and ain't shit here underneath that. So this person could be, okay, so this is exactly what I was saying. This person could be dangerously toxic and unhealthy. They may be very possessive and obviously karmic. And you know this person ain't. Ish. You could literally be running from this person. Like, and they're showing up everywhere you go, or you may live in a small town, or let's say you live in a beach community and it's not real big and everybody knows everybody, but you're being asked right now to dust it off. Let's get some clarification for this insecurities, please, Spirit. Cyberbullying. So they could be cyberbullying you because they're insecure about things. They could be, so they could have suffered from being bullied, and now they're doing it to you. They could be always partying. So like if you, let's say you do live in a smaller community or in just a community where everybody knows everybody, it doesn't have to be smaller, because you can live in a big community and everybody still knows everybody. There's like 4 cards I fell out there. I'm not going to take those. They're meant to come out. They will. Reflecting. So you could be reflecting on this cyberbullying. You could be reflecting on the fact that this person is very insecure. They're a very insecure drama starter. They may have, oh, I can't show this card. They may have bad habits. And they may be unbothered about this. They may be unbothered about being a cyberbully. They may be unbothered about their insecurities. Drama starter still at the bottom of the deck. Can I get some more information on this insecurities, please? And we have kissing ass. So they could be, you could have brought up some of these situations to them, like, you know, you're bullying me, or those comments aren't right, or you could even have seen them cyberbullying somebody else or bullying somebody else. You could be reflecting on this, that they're unbothered about this, and then now they're like kissing your ass, like, oh, I'm not that way, or I wouldn't do that, or you know I love you, or like, you know, you may have brought it up to them, and now they're trying to like kiss your ass. So we have dodging bullets. So yeah, you could be trying to block this negative person, escaping crazy people. You could be literally trying to escape this crazy person here. And I don't know why, but I'm picking up that you are in a relationship, or you are dating, or you're considering like bringing a new partner out into the like your public life here. And we have love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, and nostalgic. So I'm really getting that there's somebody else here that isn't toxic. And maybe you are afraid to bring this person out into the public with you, because you're afraid that this crazy cyber bully or bully person is going to, you know, do some very karmic, toxic things to this new person. So on the bottom of the deck, we have clout hungry, says anything, does anything, makes shit up, dramatic. So this could be exactly what you're afraid of. You could be really like afraid that this person is going to start spreading rumors about your new person because they're a drama starter. You could even be moving because of this. You could have got legal advice that you need to move. Yeah, this person's just unfazed about anything. They don't see any of the things that are happening here. And we have too busy winning. So you could be in a position here where you're, you know, too busy winning to really give this person any energy. Good for you. So we've got love triangle on the bottom of the deck. Third party, multiple lovers, or choices. So you could be too busy winning. You have, you know, many choices here. It doesn't have to be like a love triangle, like anything bad. Fishing for comments. So this is falling under feeling unloved. So this person could see that you're winning and they're now fishing for comments or compliments because they feel unloved. They may be really needing somebody who can support them emotionally. And this person is always partying. They could also have this bad reputation that they have could also be because they have many choices or third parties, or they have multiple lovers. They're always out partying. But they say that they have such good chemistry and great vibes with you, and they're so into you. But they're out partying with many choices. We have fake smiles. So this person could just be very fake. And they're a grudge holder, so be very careful. And I'm picking up like narcissistic energy here. They could even be threatening you, intimidating you. You could be worried that if you bring a new partner into your public life, like posting online with them and everything, this person is going to come out and threaten or intimidate this person or be very bothered by it. And this energy is so played out. You're over it. This person could be trying to cock block you, like, you know, just like not necessarily cock blocking, but you get what I'm saying. Like they're trying to block things for you. They could be stalking and watching and obsessed with what's going on in your life. Wow. All right, let's my hands feel gross after touching that deck. Okay, let's see. All right, let's get into this deck. All right, Spirit, Holy Angels. Let's give the collective some more information on this situation. If this sounds like your guys' situation, can you put a number 1 in the chat, or if you feel like explaining, yes, this is your situation, feel free to explain in the comments. And also, you guys, this channel is brand new. It's like a month old. And so first I want to say I appreciate all the love and support by everyone who comes in, interacts with the channel, and leaves positive comments. Thank you so much. It's so appreciated. But being that it's a new channel, if you guys could like and share, subscribe, it's free. It would be great appreciated. I'm almost at 1,000 followers, and so it's a milestone. So, you know, I know it's not 50,000, but we're gonna get there one day. Okay, so falling under this first category here, we have self-reflection and overthinking. So you may be feeling paralyzed by the amount of, so you may be thinking about the situation, and this may be why you reached out to get legal advice, because you're analyzing the possible outcomes here and you're feeling concerned. But I'm getting that you've done a lot of self-reflection here. But you may be feeling paralyzed by, you may be like feeling like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, how do I set boundaries with somebody who will not allow me to set boundaries with them, right? So you may be overthinking this situation because this person's constantly trying to force themselves in your energy. They may be literally an energy vampire. Okay, something else that I'm getting. It doesn't have to be for everybody. This could be for somebody here, but you may even have considered like moving far away from this situation, moving in silence. But I'm getting you've done a lot of self-reflection here. You've done a lot of looking inward. So that way you know you're making the right choice. And if you haven't, maybe now is a good time. So you may be feeling like this person is very close-minded. Let's get some information for procrastinate, please. Deception. So you may be getting the inside scoop on things here, and you may even have proof of this person's deception. You may have even told this person that like, hey, like honesty builds connection and authenticity, and like, you know, it builds a relationship. You may have even gone about things like trying to say like, you know, being honest about things. Let's be honest, this isn't going to work out. You may not want to procrastinate on this if you haven't done this yet. You may have found that this person is deceptive when it comes to other relationships as well. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have indecisive. And this is right under procrastinate. So you could be very indecisive about this closed-minded person. This person may need constant validation, okay? And this may just be too much energy for you. They may be constantly seeking reassurance for their achievements, but I'm also getting that these are achievements that they stole from you. This is wild. They may even like come to you every single time that they have to make a decision on something and want your personal opinion. And then like, instead of making their own opinions or their own choices, next thing you know, you gave them advice and they're taking your advice verbatim. Like they may not have, I'm picking up like NPC, like they may not have any knowledge of who they are whatsoever. Okay, so they may not have, like, you may have referred to this person as like soulless. And now you could be having resentment about time lost with this person. And confirmation. So you may be being asked this time to let go of this past situation. And this kind of is a reoccurring theme that's coming out through this reading. Let's get information. Okay. This is coming out under not compatible, defensive. So there may be a lot of, so this person may be completely unconscious to the fact and resisting the fact that you're wanting to talk to them about not being compatible and unresolved issues, and they're not interested in hearing it at all. They want to be you. They want to steal your ideas. They want to dress like you, perhaps. They want to impersonate you. But when you come to them to tell them, look, we're not compatible, they get super defensive. It's just because they haven't worked on their shadow work. Let's get some clarity for this excuses, please. Unsettled. So these excuses may be leaving you feeling extremely unsettled. This obsessive person is leaving you feeling unsettled. And you could just be trying to dust it off here, but it's not it's not really working. It's leaving you being left in your head about things. So we've got on the bottom of the deck, the cards just slipped up and it says closed-minded, resisting change. So this closed-minded person could be resisting this change. This is like getting very clear, or it is very clear. Discernment, and this is falling under insecurities. So your discernment is telling you like it's time to go, which is good. Control issues. So this person could be very insecure and have a lot of control issues. This could also be why they bully, and then they're like unbothered by it. Self-doubt. This could have even left you feeling self-doubt. Let's get some clarity for feeling unloved and too busy winning. Judgment. This person could be under judgment for threatening you. This could be what the legal issues are here. So they could be under judgment for intimidating or bothering you. They could again be saying that, well, these are all just misunderstandings, and now they're acting like they're the victim. This is so toxic, you guys. So yeah, they could be blaming you and not taking any responsibility for anything at all. Like they could be not like you could be like, well, you stole this idea, or you got in my socials, or you're stalking me online, or you're bullying me online, and you may have proof of this. And you could even, and now you're realizing that it's not even worth trying to talk to this person about. Let's see. Let's get, where are we on time? Okay. All right, Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can we get some more information on the situation? What else is going on here? Ooh. Yeah, this person is just really stubborn. They could be very arrogant as well. Hold on, these are a little dirty. So they could have come across as a real sweetheart in the beginning, but you may be realizing that this is an act with sweetheart. Yeah, they may have tried to come in persuading you that they were a sweetheart and acting a certain way, and you're realizing now that's not the case. The number 77 could be significant, or the number 21. Somebody could have been born in 77, or somebody could be 21. What else does the collective need to know here, Spirit? We have goal, purpose, expectation, destination. So they may have come in with a specific expectation, number 26. They may have come in with this expectation to get some type of aid or charity. Again, I'm picking up that you may be the one here who has your finances together, and they may not. And they may be now wanting some type of charity, or they may need something financially. And now we have this, again, we've got inducement, temptation, bribe, persuasion. So they could be trying to persuade you to help them with something or invest in something. They could have, you know, there could be something here. But remember, we've got this thief card, robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional. So this might not just be a situation where somebody is emotionally like vamping energy off you or emotionally manipulating things. This person could have come in with the intent with a goal in order to get some type of charity or kindness from you when it comes to finances. They could be trying to persuade you to do something or invest in something that they're working on. And then we have the number 17 and 52. Somebody could be born on the 17th, the 21st, or the 26th of the month. Somebody could be 52. This could be their strategy. You may have picked up on this. You could have picked up on this. The strategy card says planning, prediction, mind reading. So you may have picked up on the fact that they had a strategy here. You could have even like predicted that this was going to happen. And you know, this may not be your first rodeo. If you have your finances together, you may have already come across other people in life that have wanted to take advantage of you in some type of way. The number 48 could be significant as well. And I'm getting that this is turned into a nightmare. You could be really suffering with this situation. Number 75. So number 75 could be significant here. This could be the year somebody was born. But I'm getting that you're sick of this, that you need to make an adjustment here to restore your life with this maintenance card. It says amendment, adjustment, restoration. So you may be needing to restore your life to what it used to be, make an adjustment here to how things were originally. And you could be daydreaming about this, like about how your life could be going better. Like you could be going and having adventures and having a good life. You could be successful, and I'm getting you will be successful once you're able to set boundaries with this person. But for whatever reason here, they're not, you know, I'm picking up narcissistic vibes. I'm not a therapist, so, you know, but yeah, so you're going to be successful here with getting, you know, you may actually, this is sad to say, but you may actually have to move. But I would, you know, I would go through every other route of possibilities before I would just up and move. Unless you just know that this person is so crazy that, you know, or maybe your legal advisor has told you maybe you need to move. So, but don't take my advice on it. I don't know your situation. Somebody could be born in 1980. Somebody could be born on the 19th of the month. Yeah, you're wanting to quit this situation. You want to withdraw from this. And you're like, well, live and learn. And you could be, but you could be furious about this. And you could feel all alone. But I'm getting the next step could actually bring in illness if you're not careful. So, you know, this is a heavy amount of stress. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. You're overloaded with this, and it could be bringing you in some type of emotional or physical illness because of the excessive amount of stress this is bringing in, and it's overwhelming. The number 67 could be significant, and then we have treasure, abundance. So this could be actually affecting your abundance. This could be affecting your profession, your job, your money. You could be a very talented person, and this could be, I don't know why I just picked up actor, but this could be creating a problem with your profession. This could be creating an issue with the amount of talent that you normally exude, if that makes sense. We have sneak peek, curiosity, glance, and stalking. So this person could be stalking you at your job even. The number 81 could be significant. And then we have fate, coincidence, fatalism, fortune telling. Okay, so I'm getting that this person could have been stalking you at your job even, like at your place. I don't know if you work from home or if you work somewhere, but I'm picking up you're working somewhere other than your home. And this person could have been caught around your workplace, and they are trying to say this is a coincidence. They're literally trying to say, oh, it's just a coincidence. I was just here or there. I was just going to grab something to eat there. This could have happened around the 10th of the month, or somebody can be born on the 10th of the month. This is like really fatal attraction vibes. And we have alliance. Oh, this was in reverse. I don't take these cards in reverse, but it says trust, honesty, compatibility. So they could not be being honest with you about things. Well, duh. And this is the number 8. So I'm getting that this is what goes around comes around, right? So, and then we have treasure just fell out here. So you could be very valuable, or let's just say this, that them showing up at your job, if that's what happened, or your profession, or somewhere where you were, where they're trying to say it was a coincidence, this is turning into valuable evidence. With this treasure card, it says abundance, valuable enrichment. But I'm getting that this has turned into valuable evidence. Collaboration. So, hold on. So, can we get some more information on this collaboration, please? Oh, confinement. So you may have had to actually collaborate with other people at your job even, or you had to collaborate with the legal, like lawyers, or let's say the police, in order to get this person perhaps locked up. Number 45 and 56. Wow. So if this hasn't happened, keep your eyes open and, you know, be watching your surroundings. So we have saving, preservation, collection, meanness. So you may be saving all of this information in order to get this person locked up. Wow, you guys, I'm so sorry. This is getting crazy. So you could be saving all this conflict. You could be like, you could have like flash drives. You could have all sorts of information like on your computer. You may have pictures. You may have screenshots. You may have a lot of things here about these disputes, this conflict with this friendship. And this could just be even a friendship. This connection. It could be one or more people. You may have been asking them to please stop. All right, let's get some more information. Insecurities, libation, donation, pray, religion. So you could be praying. You could literally be praying like, oh my God, God, please help me. Please protect me. Please, you know what I'm saying? From this third wheel, from this person, this enemy you cannot trust. With third wheel, enemy, distrust, and protest. And then we have curse, misfortune, loss, damage, insidious. Wow. So also, this person could be protesting you wanting to be away from them. They could actually be trying to cause you some type of catastrophe or misfortune because they're doing insidious things to cause you damage and loss because they're freaking delirious. This card says daydream, optimism, illusion, delirious. So you could be daydreaming and trying to be optimistic about things with this delirious person. Oh my God, you guys, this is crazy. Origin, initiation, creativity, vitality. And then we have gift on the bottom. Gift and luck. So you could be be prepared. You could be getting gifted some type of luck here in order to stay like, to keep your vitality, because this is like, I mean, like, your spirit. You're trying to keep everything intact. Your emotions. I'm just getting that there's a lot of this is so heavy toxicity here. A whole bunch of cards fell out, but this is the only one that fell upright, and it says homeless, failure, castaway. So you may be fearing that this is going to happen because they're creating problems at your job. Somebody could be born on the 13th or the 22nd of the month. Somebody could be 40, 51, 53, 37, or even 58. Yeah, you could be concerned about your well-being and concerned that you could end up being homeless because of the situation. Like, this is really, really giving off some serious toxicity, you guys. How are we doing on time? Okay, so let's just take a couple Kipper, see what we can get from there, and then we'll move on to some positive messages here because, wow. All right, Spirit, Holy Angels, can we get some information about who's involved here? A false person. Come through, Spirit. So you already know that this person is... So this, we've got occupation at the bottom of the deck. This person could also be like, again, I'm picking up like scammer energy. With this false person, there's somebody also like behind the scenes, and you can tell like she's trying to cover her face like halfway, so like she's trying to cover up for something here. And again, with this occupation, scammer energy, and then gift, so they could be, you know, these false people or this false person could be like, you know, like scamming to get some type of gift or something. That back, it was on the bottom of the deck. Or I pulled up that and Great Fortune came out. Oh wait, no, that's Lovers and Thief. Okay, let me keep going here before I get sidetracked. Okay, can we get some more information, please, Spirit? Bad health. This person could be either in bad health or they're trying to leave you in bad health. Somebody could be born August or on the 31st of the month. We have change, number 9. So change is coming in here. Somebody can be born in September or August. This could be even family that you're dealing with here, or their family. Number 21. I don't know what this is meaning. We've got high honor. So you could be this person in high honor. And then we have courthouse, mature woman. So you may be going to court and the truth is coming out about you being in high honor, and this woman is this false person. And then we have house, expectation. Then underneath expectation is marriage. So this false person could have had an expectation to marry you and become your family and gain a house. This was the path that they wanted to take with this pathway card. Somebody could be 35, 31. Can we get some more information, please, Spirit? Just 1 or 2 more cards. Official person. So an official person could be coming in to tell you about the situation or about something here. Then we have Great Fortune. So an official person could be coming in to tell you that this was the pathway this false person took in order to get to your Great Fortune. They could have even tried to come in and tried to marry you and put you in bad health. This could be like a scam, and we have imprisonment on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Let's get some signs real quick. All right, now don't get too hung up on the signs, you guys, because we almost all have all signs in our birth chart. But you know, it can be a point of reference, I guess. Okay, what signs are involved in this this reading here, Spirit? Ooh, 3 at a time. We've got a Gemini. So May 21st through June 20th. We have a Sagittarius. November 22nd through December 21st. And we have a Taurus. April 20th through May 20th. So there could be a Gemini, Sagittarius, or Taurus involved, or that's your sign. Okay, let's get a couple more. A Pisces, this could be your sign or theirs, February 19th through March 20th. Taurus again, so heavy Taurus. Can we get one more, please, Spirit? Cancer. So there could be a Cancer or you involved, or you're a Cancer. June 21st through July 22nd. And again, this could be your sign, their sign, Sun, Moon, Venus. All right, so again, don't get too hung up on them. And then we have Aries at the bottom of the deck. March 21st through April 19th. All right, let's get some positive words here to close out this reading. If you guys like this reading, please do like and subscribe. Share the reading if you feel like this applies to someone you know. All right, Spirit, can we get some positive words to close out this reading? Positive words to close out this reading, please. Positive words to close out this reading, Spirit. Any positive, there we go. Hold on, let me grab this. We have spacious mind and soul, number 21, and feel, don't think. I'm not going to speak on anything until we get a couple more. Your body is like a book. Number 23. Can I get a couple more? And I'm going to grab the book and I'm going to choose one of these to read as well. Thank you. We have what is meant for you will find you, and unraveling. Okay, number 2 and number 31. Let me grab the book. Where is it? Hold on a second. Oops, this is it. All right, so what is meant, so I'm getting that this whole situation is unraveling in divine timing. All right, and what is meant for you will find you. Okay, so if it's meant for the situation to work out, which I'm getting it is, like it's meant to work out in your favor, this toxic situation, right? Be very mindful, because your body is like a book, right? It holds on to a lot of information and things that you've gone through, so be careful, because you don't want this to influence your health. Okay, so let's do, if this was live, I would ask you guys which one you want me to do here, but let's do this number 2, unraveling. This is the unraveling card. Unraveling is an opportunity to let go of the parts of yourself that have been holding you back. This transformational journey back to your intuitive self is like peeling off the layers of an onion. Each layer that is uncovered brings a deeper understanding of yourself, creating a new confidence and ease. By choosing this card, you are ready to peel off another layer, or you could be ready to peel off this layer of your life that no longer, you know, this situation of toxicity that no longer serves you? Where are you feeling most stuck in your life? Work, romance, or self-confidence? In order to unravel, you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. Look inward to uncover fears and insecurities in this area. Remember, vulnerability is power, not weakness. The more you understand yourself, the freer you will become. So maybe you're also being asked at this time to understand why you were drawn to this toxic individual to begin with, okay? So maybe because this is the thing is, you know, we all are put here in order to learn from each other and as learning experiences, right? So remember that, you know, you were once attracted to this person, maybe until you really got to know them, but look at yourself, look at why you were attracted to this person to begin with, and build on that as how you want to heal and move forward. All right? Because I'm sure now that you understand how this toxicity has presented itself in your life and how much challenges it has brought to you, that now you are maybe even a little concerned about the people that you will draw into your life in the future, right? So you really have to work on healing what it is inside you that was drawn to this person to begin with, right? So again, the more you understand yourself, the freer you will become. And building that self-confidence within, as far as knowing what you do and what you don't want. Setting boundaries with just in general of what you will put up with and what you won't put up with, okay? Okay, well, this has been an informative read. I hope that this has helped in some way, either bring clarification or confirmation to your situation. I wish you only the best in dealing with the situation. Just know that you are loved, and yeah, so I'm gonna leave this here, and I will see you guys on the next reading, okay? All right, bye-bye.